Hello Cooler Yogis, I'm Stephanie. I'm going to be guiding you through today's 15-minute strength practice. We're going to be focusing today's practice around balances and standing balances in particular. So when you're ready, we're going to start in a standing position. So one of the things with standing balances is that we can feel really wobbly on our ankles, and our ankles don't really feel very strong, or they feel like they get quite weak by the time that we finish our standing balances or halfway through. So we're going to start by just warming up the ankles. So begin with the feet hip width apart. Arms can be on the hips or by the sides. We're just going to lift up onto the balls of the feet and then heels back down. Lifting up onto the balls of the feet and then heels back down. Lifting up onto the balls and back down. So we're going to do this for another 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. This time holding it up as high as you can, legs strong, spine tall, for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release down. From here, just circle out your ankles one side, starting with a bit of balance, and then the other side. And then from here, we're going to take the feet nice and wide, turn the toes out slightly, and then we're going to come into a horse stance or a goddess pose. So our knees want to track in line with our toes. So from here, we're just going to lift one heel, then the other. So lifting your right heel first, right up onto the ball of the foot, and then heel back down. And then other side, right up onto the ball, and then heel back down, lift back up, and you can even reach the arms overhead, and then come back down. Right heel, back down, left heel, back down, inhale to come up, and then exhale to come down. Let's do the other side first. So left heel lifts, back down, right heel lifts, back down, inhale up, and then exhale, come down one more time. Left heel lifts, back down, right heel lifts, back down. Can we lift both heels? Hold it there for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up, heels down, release. Heel toe the feet in towards each other. All right, so now we're going to just work on just a little bit of glute stability to warm ourselves up for a standing balance. So we're going to start with weight into the left leg. Take the right leg to point out to the right side, then lift, back down, together. Right foot out, lift, back down, together. Out to the side, lift, back down, together. So we're having that moment of balance there. Try and keep the spine tall. We've got 4 more. 4, lift, back down, together. 3, lift, back down, together. 2, lift, back down, together. 1 more. Out to the side, lift, back down, together. So you probably felt your left ankle starting to work there. We'll do the second side. So right foot grounds down, left foot moves out to the left side, lift, back down, together. Out to the side, lift, back down, together. Out to the side, lift, back down, together. Try and stay tall. We've got 4 more. Out to the side, lift, back down, together. 3, lift, back down, together. 2, and last one, stay tall, and together. Nice work. Give a little pedal out of the feet. Now we're going to do the kind of like a chair pose stomp. So what we're going to do is we're going to work from chair pose, where we want to sit the hips back, keep the knees above the ankles, and then we're going to shift the weight onto one leg and draw the other knee in. And then we're going to come back to chair pose. So take a deep breath in, exhale to chair. As you lift up, move the weight into the right foot, draw the left knee in. Back to chair. Over to the left side, draw the right knee in. Good, to chair. Over to the left, to chair. Right, to chair. Left leg lifts, to chair. Right leg lifts, to chair. 2 more each side. Over to the right, over to the left. Back to chair, hold it there, little pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stand up. Nice work. All right, so let's hold our balances for a little longer now. So we're going to do this chair pose stomp again, but as we come up and draw the opposite knee in, then we're going to extend the leg out as much as we can. This works our hip flexors, our psoas and our iliopsoas. So when you're ready, take a deep breath in, exhale, come to your chair pose. Shift the weight onto your right foot, draw the left knee in, hold it there. Keep the hips stable, spine tall as you extend the leg forward. Bend the knee, come back to chair pose. Over to the left side. So left leg straightens, right knee draws in. Stay tall, core engaged. Right leg extends. Bend the knee and then come back to chair pose. Over to the right side, draw the left knee in. And then extend the left leg out. Bend the knee, take the foot wide, chair pose. So just swapping over to the left side, tall, extend the leg out, bend the knee, chair pose. One more time each side, over to the right, left knee draws in, extend out, let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, chair pose. Left side, grow tall, extend the leg out, hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, chair pose. Hold it there. Pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stand up, release. All right. So from here, just take a little pedal out of your feet, one heel down to the ground, then the other. And you can take some circles, the ankle, circling the other way. So it's good to just get a little release in between sides. Also having a little bit of weight off one foot and the other. So the next pose that we're going to work into is our tree pose. So this is a classical standing balance for our yoga practice. I'm going to encourage you to do a couple of things when we start to move into more of a stationary standing balance. One of those things is to find a drishti. So you find a focus point, something that's not moving. So often I use like a knot in the wood or a point, a marker on the ground. The second thing is not to hold your breath. Yeah, I know it's easy to hold your breath and it's habitual to hold your breath when you're doing your standing balances. However, when we hold our breath, we start to get rigid and we stop becoming flexible and moving with our body. Yeah. So in saying that, our standing balances don't need to be rigid. Think about a tree. And so the ones that stand and can withstand a strong gust of wind, they've got that little bit of flexibility. They've got that bend. They'll allow for movement. The tree that is rigid and stuck is going to break. It's going to fall over. So think of yourself like a tree when we do tree pose. Fancy that. Where you've got these roots grounded down into the earth. And then maybe if you feel that wind coming and your ankle starts that little bit of movement, let that movement go. But just think about yourself breathing and being tall, even while your ankle moves. When your ankle's moving, it's called proprioception. It's learning where it is in space so that it can balance. And your ankle muscles learn from this so that next time you balance, it learns how to stay more stable. All right, let's try these balances. So let's put the weight into the right foot, bend the right knee just a little. You can bring your hand to heart center and draw your left knee in. Start here, try to find your drishti, your focus. Nice deep breaths into the belly. And then take the left knee out to the left side, and you can place the left foot onto the calf. If you're feeling really unstable today, you might have the toes just gently resting on the ground, or you might like to bring the foot to the upper inner thigh. Whatever variation you've chosen today, I want your right leg to press into the left leg a little bit and the left leg to press back. So they're creating this equal and opposite pressure. Yeah. Otherwise, the tendency is for one leg to push into the other, and that pushes us off balance. So we're going to push them into each other so that we create this pillar of strength. And then as we breathe here, you might feel that little bit of movement in the ankle. Let it happen. Keep breathing. Stay tall. And let yourself just gently move with the wind. Yeah? Let yourself just be flexible. And trying not to react or force against it, but just letting it happen. For another 3, 2, and 1. Draw the knee in and release. Hopefully you felt that in your glute then. We'll move to the second side. So left foot grounds down, little bend into the knee. Take the right knee up, find your balance here first. Yeah? So we want to feel like we're nice and centered. Then take the knee out to the side, and you can place the foot on the calf. Maybe the toes rest on the ground if you need just that little bit more stability. Or bring the foot to the upper inner thigh. Your choice. I'm going to bring it to my calf. I actually find it more challenging to balance with my foot on my calf than my upper inner thigh. However, when I start to bring that press of the left leg into the right foot, I find that I get a little bit more balance. I think that's why I'm a little bit more balanced when the foot's to the upper thigh. Can you have a little play between the two, and what's the difference for you? Often we just want to go to the most advanced posture that we can do. However, sometimes we can get more benefit from what's not necessarily seen as the more advanced posture. And so you might have seen me fall out. I took my time to get back in. So if you fall, just take your time. Set yourself back up. Strong foundation. And then finding yourself breathing. Focusing on your drishti. The closer your drishti is, your focus point, to your foot, the easier it is to balance. Let's take another full breath in. Steady breath out. And draw the knee to center and release. Take a little pedal out of the feet. We're going to give your glutes a little stretch now. So when you're ready, coming down onto your backs. And just bring your right ankle onto your left knee. And then the left knee in towards the body. You can take behind the hamstring or the shin. Maybe your foot flexes back towards the shin. And just take a few deep breaths here. And so once you find yourself on your back, bring your right ankle onto your left knee. Draw the left knee in towards the body. Take behind the hamstring or the shin, whatever works for you. And just getting a nice juicy stretch into your glute. So your glutes are one of the prime stabilizers in our balancing postures. They help to support the pelvis and they help create stability around the lower back and support there as well. And when you're ready, swapping sides. And then releasing. And thank you, yogis, for joining me for this balancing strength practice. I'd love to hear how you went. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.